Like,
This first one is called Before the Trip. The mechanic is tall and lean and solid, and I wonder how old I will be when I stop noticing such things. I wonder how long it takes him each night to get all that grease out from between his fingers, from beneath his trim nails. I wonder if his girl waits patiently for all that, and if some nights, if their love is young enough, she just thinks, hell, forget it, a little dirt doesn't matter. I am working on a manuscript that deals with depression and mental illness in women, both personally but also historically. And this next poem is one of those historical pieces. And I should just mention that Walter Freeman was the gentleman who quote, perfected the lobotomy in America. So this is about that. And there's a quote from him at the beginning. And then the last 3 lines is also in italics and is a quote from Freeman. This is Get the Bitch a Lobotomy for Alice Hood Hammett, the first U.S. prefrontal lobotomy patient. She was a master at bitching and really led her husband a dog's life. Walter Freeman. Freeman took Alice from Alice in 1936, severing her neural connections to relieve her from depression, her restlessness, to relieve her husband from her bitching, her anxious garrulousness. After, she was calm in that wax dummy kind of way the history books would chronicle, the activists would question. Perhaps she felt some loss of dignity, fell into childlike stubbornness and sloppy eating, or maybe, like 1,000 others to come, she sat inert, disoriented to time, to place, to self, as she tried to recall some feeling she once had, some talent. But why worry about what is normal? Every patient probably loses something by the operation, some spontaneity, some sparkle, some flavor of the personality. And then the last one I will read for us is my most recent poem, which will be appearing in Verse Virtual in August. This is called Joy. The neighborhood kids are going for the record. The longest chalk hopscotch, starting at 103 Meadowlark, hop, skipping, jumping, winding its way through our small patch of Kentucky roadscape. 1 square, 1 foot, 2 squares, 2 feet. Each box a unique geometry, depending on the riding skills of its young maker. Tumbles up the middle of the asphalt till some mom guides the installation towards the safety of our edged lawns. At box 535, the oldest boy begins to count by hundreds, squares 600, 700, 800, stretching beyond 4 houses, rounding into the cul-de-sac, past Friday's recycling bins, then up the street again, flanked by pink happy heart faces, rainbow-tailed unicorns, blue cats, purple flowers. The project goes on for days, easily beating the record, heading back home with over 1,800 squares. The joy is in the making. No one thinks about Ripley's rules or worries about tire treads slowly taking up colorful hues, the nighttime critters nosing through the chalk box, or even, inevitably, the sudden rain. All right, thank you, everybody. And thank you all again for being here and representing Sheila-Na-Gig and showing everybody the huge range of variety and talent that we have out there for the journal and in Sheila-Na-Gig Editions. Really appreciate you being here. So thank you so much.
Thanks.